Good morning, everybody. Welcome to another edition of Lexington Water Cooler News. My name is Rock Daniels. Today is Tuesday, March 14th, 2023. All right, so in weather today, right here in Lexington, the high is going to be 40 degrees, so it's going to be chilly. Wear your jacket. The low is going to get down to 22. If you look outside, you'll see that we got a dusting across the earth of snow last night. The sun's going to rise at 7:51 a.m. and set at 7:44 p.m. Now, the attorney for Paul Laurence Dunbar High School principal Marlon Ball filed an amended lawsuit against Fayette County Public Schools, accusing them of maliciously placing Ball on administrative leave without justification and trying to force him to resign. Now, the lawsuit alleges that the district is conspiring to keep Ball suspended until his contract expires and then refuse to renew it. The district officials have not commented on this matter, but the amended lawsuit claims that Ball cannot find other employment while the investigation is ongoing, and his window of opportunity to seek other employment is closing. This seems like yet another failure by the Fayette County Public Schools. Now, how much money is this lawsuit going to cost us and our community when our children are going to schools, many of which don't have athletics, librarians, or extracurriculars in the schools like they used to when we were in school? Now, John Calipari, who's the head coach of the Kentucky Wildcat men's basketball team, has been named the most overpaid coach in NCAA college sports by USA Today. In his first 10 seasons as coach, Calipari led the team to 7 Elite Eights, 4 Final Fours, and 1 national championship, resulting in a lifetime contract worth $8.6 million annually. However, since signing the contract, the team has struggled, and Calipari is facing increasing pressure. Despite this, Kentucky has the potential to make a run in the NCAA tournament with a strong recruiting class coming up as well. Transfer player Antonio Reeves is also set to play in the tournament, calling it a dream come true. Now, Kentucky's Senate Bill 150, which allows teachers to decide whether to use a student's pronouns if they don't conform to the sex assigned at birth, may change significantly to 2 sponsors of more controversial anti-trans bills add their provisions to it. Now, this bill can include a ban on discussion of gender identity, gender expression, sexual orientation, or sexual relationships of students in all grades, and the provision barring transgender students from using the bathroom that corresponds to their current gender identity. Now, the Family Foundation is running ads on Facebook calling for stronger protections for parental rights. Mitch McConnell, who is the senator from Kentucky, the Senate Minority Leader, was released from the hospital after suffering a concussion and minor rib fracture from tripping at a dinner in Washington, D.C. He will undergo physical therapy before returning home to Kentucky. Now, former President Trump called Mitch McConnell a disaster at an Iowa campaign event shortly after poor Mr. McConnell was released from the hospital. Now, Trump criticized McConnell's leadership and urged his removal from office. All right, the Rise STEM Academy for Girls in Lexington, which supports girls in science, technology, engineering, and math, is facing overcrowding and other issues in its temporary buildings, and this is coming from parents. The claim that the Fayette County School Board has not acted on its promises to the magnet program and that their children's learning is being affected. The board is due to hold a retreat focusing on facility and construction planning, but parents are concerned that no plans have been announced for the new building to house the academy. Now, RISE teaches up to 150 students in grades K through 2 and adds a level each year through 8th grade. Now, the 5-member school board that really has no one on it that has any business acumen will hopefully come to a logical conclusion. They recently spent $26 million more than they should have on a single school because of their lack of knowledge and what's going on in the construction industry, while continuing to raise property taxes to the maximum while we are seeing a housing crisis making rents way more unaffordable than they used to be. Now, the U.S. Department of Interior has allocated $135 million to create jobs and economic opportunities for coal communities in 6 Appalachian states and 3 tribes. Now, the grants are part of an abandoned mine land economic revitalization program and will be used to turn legacy coal mining sites into community development projects while addressing environmental hazards. Now, Pennsylvania, Kentucky, and West Virginia will each receive $29.35 million, while Alabama, Ohio, Virginia will receive $11.74 million, and the Crow Tribe, Hopi Tribe, and Navajo Nation will receive $3.9 million each. Kentucky House has approved a bill that will legalize sports betting, although its prospects are uncertain in the Senate. Now, the bill won bipartisan passage in the House with a 63-34 vote. The generated annual tax revenue will be dedicated to addressing gambling addiction. Now, this is the second year in a row that the House has voted to legalize sports betting, so we'll see what happens in the Senate. Well, that does it for another edition of Lexington Water Cooler News. My name again is Rock Daniels. I am the Bluegrass Realtor for all your real estate needs right here in Central Kentucky. Give me a call, shoot me an email, send me a smoke signal, whatever you want. Thank you so much for stopping by. Please be sure to come again. Take a moment, click that subscribe button so you can stay connected with me. Have a great